So for today's practice, we're going to be working on layers of awareness. This actually comes from a psychological perspective. So let me tell you what they are. We have our outer awareness. This is called exteroperception, just everything in our environment, what we notice, what we hear, what we see. Modern living creates lots of opportunities to be noticing the external environment. So yoga helps us move inward. The other two layers are proprioception, where we just notice our bodies. A really good quick little tool for when you're feeling anxious. Notice your body. It takes us out of that monkey-mindedness. And then the deepest level of awareness is called interception. This level of knowing ourselves and awareness can sometimes be difficult, especially if we're used to living in constant stimulation. So let's begin laying down on our backs. So once you arrive on your back, bend your legs, draw your knees a little closer together, your feet a little wider. I call this alternate rest pose. It's just a nice way to relax the front of the thighs. Rest your arms by your sides with the palms turned open. Just turning our palms open is a little gesture of opening across the heart, being willing to be a little bit more aware of what's going on within us. So let's take that time to check in, noticing your body. Can you notice the way your feet feel placed on your mat? Can you notice the way the middle of your back feels resting on your mat? Can you notice the way all of the parts of your body that touch the mat feel? Notice your breath, your energy level today, without judgment always. Notice your mind, your thoughts, and how you're feeling emotionally today. Our yoga practice teaches us that our thoughts, emotions, they happen, but we can just let them flow on by. So begin to deepen your breath even more. As you inhale, feel the belly rise. Sense all the space above you. As you exhale, feel the belly lower. Sense all the space, the support beneath you. Smooth, even inhales and exhales. Truly arriving for your time on the mat today. So when you're ready, let's bring in gentle movements. So you might draw one knee and the other in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And start circling those knees any way that feels good to you. Just aware of the parts of the body that are receiving this little massage. Maybe aware of the base of the spine. This is proprioception, just being aware of our bodies. Circle in the other direction. Breathing deeply. And when that feels complete, just hug the knees in. Maybe just bring in a little gratitude for the design of your body, for being able to move your body in these wonderful ways. Set the legs down, keeping them bent. Rest your arms, roll the palms open. Notice any subtle shifts in your body, in your mind. And let's create that circular pattern for the upper body, holding opposite elbows. Circle the arms to the right, up over the head and down to the left. Just circling in a range of motion that feels good to you. Again, aware of the parts of the body that are getting this little massage. Maybe the backs of the shoulders. When that feels complete, circle in the other direction. Bring in perhaps a bit of gratitude for being able to move your upper body in this way. So when that feels complete, rest your arms by the sides, palms rolled open. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Take a full breath. After moving your body just a little bit, can you take a moment to contemplate your deepest level of awareness? Maybe you think of this as your spark of the divine, Christ consciousness, that you are this manifestation of Christ. Or maybe you just imagine this as your own special light, your connection to spirit. Breathe deeply and be willing to meet this part of yourself on the mat. Good. We'll get a little closer to this divine being a little later. But when you're ready, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg heavy to the floor. Again, relax across the shoulders, the jaw. Sense all the parts of your body that are making contact with your mat. Maybe sense the temperature of the room around you. You are fully present right here. And then stretch your body long from fingers to toes and hug the other knee in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders. Feel the breath within your body. Just feeling the breath within your body is moving you into those inner layers of awareness, where you're noticing what's going on within you. And then when you're ready, hug both legs in towards the chest again. So from here, if you're feeling a little tired, you might just stay here, or we might do just a little bit of core work to create a little bit of heat. So if your back feels happy about it, crunch yourself up into a little ball. Tuck your chin. Breathe. Again, just tapping into the inner layers within your belly, your core. You could stay here, you could rest back to the floor, or you could up it a little bit by hugging one knee, extending the other. Kind of like a bow and arrow. Try a few times like this. It's like a modified bicycle. Feeling into your own core, your own belly. Again, if this is intense for you, you could be doing this, like this, a little bit more modified. Either way, your belly's probably feeling it, so we'll hug back in. Relax the shoulders. Set one foot and notice how that feels to touch the mat. Set the other foot and notice how that feels to touch the mat. Rest your arms. Breathe deeply. Maybe noticing just a little bit of heat within your belly. Sometimes when we're really disassociated, so to speak, from our inner awareness, we can't even tell if we're getting sick or just what's going on with us. So this time on the mat helps us create a more intimate relationship with ourselves. So take your arms out to the sides, breathe across the front of your chest. Take your feet as wide as the mat. And then mindfully windshield wiper your legs from side to side. So you might inhale, rock the knees to the right. Exhale, use those strong belly muscles to take you back to center. Inhale, rock to the left. Exhale, belly return you to center. Keep it going, slow and mindful. Combining your movements with breath is another way to turn into those deeper levels of awareness. So we're not thinking about our thoughts, our to-do list, our problems. We're just right here in our bodies. And then let the knees rock to the left, flex the feet. We'll just linger here a little longer. Maybe the right arm reaches up over the head a little bit. Breathe into sensations down the right side of your body. And when that feels complete, rock the knees to the other side. Flex the feet. Reach that left arm up over the head if it feels okay on your shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your body. And whenever that feels complete, come back to neutral. Rest your arms by your sides. Take a moment to just breathe deeply. Get aware of your external environment. How does the floor feel? Can you open your eyes and just look around the room? Notice where you are. Close your eyes down for a moment as you breathe and check in with that inner landscape. Beautiful. So then when you're ready, we'll prepare to transition. So let's gently roll to either side. Use the hands to press your body up. And we're going to find our way onto hands and knees. If your knees are a little tricky, you can place a blanket underneath them to support them a little bit more. Remember, this is your practice and you always want to modify as much as you need to. Sometimes that means just resting in child's pose. So finding your tabletop, shoulders over the wrists, knees as wide as the hips. And let's just take ourselves right into our cat and cow. Inhale, soften belly, lift heart, lift tail. Exhale, arch the spine, gaze down towards those knees. Let your breath guide you here. If you feel comfortable, just close your eyes. Let this be an internal experience of moving your body with your breath. When that feels complete for you, walk your hands forward just a bit and we'll be circling our hips around. Let's see if we can move with our breath. Inhale, circle the hips around to the right. Exhale, circle the hips back up to the left. So circling in your own range of motion. See if you can combine the movement with your breath. Just warming up your body, aware again of how the body feels today. Any little creaks or Slight discomfort, just notice without judgment. And then when you're ready, circle around in the other direction. Inhale, circle left. Exhale, circle right. Maybe you listen to that slight audible tone to your breath, keeping you present right here. And when that feels complete, come back to your neutral. So we're going to do, I consider this kind of a fun, joyful movement. We'll see what you think. It's a little bit of an arm balance, but very gentle. So we're going to kickstand the right foot back just a little bit like so. The right hand, the right knee, and the right foot all align in one line. And then we just reach that left arm up towards the sky. Maybe we gaze up. Feel the parts of your body that are touching the mat. Notice any space or breath around your heart. Beautiful. So we'll just take it to the other side. I'll be turning away from you. So now the left foot kickstands back. The left hand, the left knee, and the foot align. The right hand reaches towards the sky. Breathe deeply. And maybe tapping into that innermost awareness of joy. Come back to center. And take a little break in your child's pose. So the knees widen, the toes touch, the hips move back towards the heels, and the forehead surrenders down to the mat or a block. Take the shape that's just right for your body and breathe even deeper. Do you notice your breath moving into the ribs, moving into the back, the belly? Just notice those layers of inner awareness. Can you sense the breath in the ribs, the front, the back of the body? Sense the texture of your mat. And then whenever you're ready, we'll come up onto hands and knees. And walk the hands forward a bit. We'll be preparing to come up to stand through our downward facing dog. So spread your fingers a little bit. Press the knuckles a little bit more into the mat. Create a little space underneath the palms. Feel all those sensations in your hands. Tuck your toes. Feel your toes. Maybe rock a little bit, giving yourself a little toe massage. Any rocking that we do in our practice is so calming for our nervous system. So whenever you're ready, we'll take ourselves up into downward facing dog. So lifting from your belly on your next exhale, up and back. Bend your knees a bit. Feel into the pose. Maybe you pedal your feet or sway the hips. Can you bring a little bit more awareness of the pose into the back body, creating more length and space out through the tailbone? Breathing deeply. And then whenever you're ready, mindfully walk your feet forward towards your hands. We're going to slowly roll our way up, finding our mountain pose. So maybe your feet are as wide as your hips. Maybe your hands come to your heart. Maybe you close your eyes. And checking in with that inner layer of awareness. Feel the feet. Feel the crown of your head reaching up. Feel the breath within your body, moving out into the ribs. Can you tap into that innermost awareness, sensing your inner spirit, spark of God, your light? Good. So from here, relax your hands. And we're going to come into kind of a fun little exercise. It's a tapping exercise. It's really good for just a quick energy clear, but it's good for helping us tune into our intuition and intention. So roll your palms up. We haven't talked too much about an intention in our practice today, so maybe close your eyes and see what comes up for you with regards to an intention. Maybe it has something to do with tapping into your inner awareness. Maybe it's an I am statement, such as, I am a child of God. I am trusting. I am present. Simply I am can be a powerful statement, releasing all ego and tapping into that deeper level of awareness. So to see what comes up for you. And then we're going to make a fist out of our right hand, powerful, and start tapping the left hand. Bend your knees, put a little softness in the knees so you're not locking out your back. So feeling into your body, but doing it with intention. Maybe you tap your forearm, your bicep, shoulder and neck. Breathe deeply. Tap down the arm, down through the back of the arm, the tricep, the armpit. Armpits are a great area to tap to kind of give your immune system a little boost. Tap down your ribs, your belly, your I am area right in your belly. I am. Tap down the arm and back into the hand. Already notice any subtle differences between your two arms. And we'll do it on the other side. So make a fist out of your left hand. Tap your right hand. Breathing in your intention. And again, it might just be I am. I am more than my roles, my jobs, my beliefs, my problems. I am. Tap your forearm, your bicep, your shoulder, in through the neck. Tap down the arm, the back of the arm, into the triceps, the armpits. Breathe. Come down through the ribs, the belly, and then come back down the arm into the hand. Notice both sides of your body, your arms. And then take little fingers and tap your chest. Lift your heart a little higher, a little brighter. Tap into your upper ribs. This is a solar plexus. In yoga, it's associated with our power center. So you are more powerful than you could ever imagine. Tap into your belly, your I am. Then your hips. This is where it gets a little fun. I'm going to bend our knees, tap our thighs. Make a little bit of noise. In the external. Tap down to your shins and your feet if your back is feeling happy. Into your calves. into your hamstrings. Give it a good tap, they deserve it. Bring it up into your glutes, your hips, your belly. And then maybe you take little fingertips to the back of your neck. Stand tall and breathe. Remember your intention. Tap your forehead. The crown of your head. Stand even taller. I am. Your brow. Your temples. Your jaw. And then rub your hands together. Give yourself a little rub. Your arms, your belly, your legs. And then come back and place one hand and the other over your own heart. Maybe you close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Can you sense underneath your hands, guided by your breath, guiding you inwards, this deepest layer of awareness? Your spark of the divine. So when you're ready, relax your arms by your sides. And maybe we'll just twist a little bit from side to side. One heel lifts and then the other. Still lifting your heart, the crown of your head up. Can be a nice freeing way to explore the edges of your body. Sensations underneath your feet on the mat. So when that feels complete, just slow it down. Come back to your mountain, any way that serves you, and take a moment to check in. So in these moments of stillness in our practice, during our days, that we can tap into this inner layer of awareness. So relax your arms. And we're going to take our feet a little wider. So maybe a little bit wider than your hips. Toes and heels align. The two sides of the feet are very grounded. Feel a grounding sensation in your pelvis. And then take your arms out to the sides, 5-pointed star. Maybe you close your eyes. Feel your body from the inside out. Could you just momentarily bring your awareness into your right hand? Awareness into the left foot. Awareness into the left fingertips. The right foot. Your whole radiant self. Relax your arms. Notice any sensations of warmth in your shoulders and roll them back. Good. So from here we're going to take some more traditional yoga poses. So we're going to start with triangle pose. Turn the right foot to the top of the mat. And your back heel comes back a little further than the toes. So the back foot's on a little bit of an angle. And then try to just shine your essence straight ahead. Hands can come to the hips to help you square things off. So this pose is a lot about the externals, about the extremities, but we're going to try to focus on our deep core, our belly guiding the pose. So start by taking your left hand into your low back, and then your right hand is going to slide down the leg, the left hip draws back. So bring the left shoulder back, the left hip back, the right shoulder under, but all of this is being guided from your belly. Breathe. You can put a little softness in that front knee. And then if you're feeling it, reach that left arm up towards the sky. Brightness across the chest. Movement radiating from your navel. When you're ready, come back to neutral. And you're going to bend that knee. Place the right hand on the right thigh, coming into extended side angle. So the left hand is going to sweep up over the head. And notice the whole left side of your body from your outer left foot to the hip, shoulders and fingers. Shine your light straight ahead or up. Breathe. When you're ready, come on out of it. And turn the toes straight ahead. So coming back to your 5-pointed star. Maybe you close your eyes. Notice any difference internally in the sensations on the left side and the right side of your body. Relax your arms and we'll take triangle to the other side. So turn the left toe straight to the back of your mat. That right heel picks up and guides back just a little bit further. So the legs are straight-ish. There can be a little bend in that front knee. Hips, everything faces straight ahead. Really feel into your feet. Can you feel your feet on the mat? And then take your right hand into the low back. Focus on your belly. Inhale, shift those hips to the right. Let the left hand slide down the left leg. Again, we're not trying to force our body into any shape. We don't need to touch the floor unless we're very flexible. So draw the right shoulder back, the right hip back, the left hip under. All guided from your core, your mobile core. And then maybe you reach the right hand up towards the sky. Triangle pose. Again, softness in the front knee is fine. Breathe from your center. And when you're ready, come on up. We're going to bend that front knee. Left hand places on the thigh. Right hand sweeps up over towards the sky. Extended side angle. Maybe you lightly draw your tailbone down like it's pointing towards that back foot to ground. Breathe into the ribs. And whenever you're ready, come back to center. Draw the toes back. You can toe heel your feet in closer together. Feel your mat. Bring your hands to your heart or by your sides. Take a moment in your mountain to notice both sides of your body. Good. So from here, I'm going to be going a little bit closer towards the earth. So we're going to come forward on our mat. Stand in your mountain. We'll be coming down into a lunge. If you know your knees are a little more sensitive, you might take a blanket or a towel and pad them underneath your knees here. So when you're ready, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, knees soft. Touch your mat and step back with the left foot. We're going to set that knee down, set the toes down. So we want this front knee aligned with the front ankle. Take a moment to just be here in your low lunge. Notice the sensations of your hands on your mat, your feet on the mat. And then take one hand and the other hand up to your thigh. Notice sensations of your hand meeting your thigh. Tailbone lightly draws down, belly lightly draws in. Proprioception. Noticing the bones, the muscles. Then maybe you inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. Finding that inner awareness, interception. How do you feel? Whenever you're ready, the hands can come down to frame the foot. We'll take the right foot back to the opposite knee. And we're just going to lower down onto our bellies here. So hands under the shoulders, tops of the feet and pelvis rooted into the mat. Feel your mat. Next, inhale, use the breath to lift you into low cobra, bring lightness. Exhale, surrender down to the mat. Inhale, breath guiding lightness, lift up. Exhale, lower. Keep it flowing. Your body powered by this breath, this inner light. And when that feels complete, if it feels okay in your body, you might stretch your arms out to the sides. Imagine you're hugging the earth. Your toes could touch, the heels could lightly open, and your head might turn to the left. If this feels like too much sensation for your neck, just cradle your arms like so. But if it feels good to give the earth a hug, notice the sensations underneath your hands, your feet. Notice how it feels to breathe here. And when you're ready, if it feels comfortable, you could turn your head in the opposite direction. And maybe this pose helps you embody your intention. One of your I am statements. Maybe it just feels good to rest. And whenever you're ready, the hands come back under the shoulders. We press ourselves up. Maybe just briefly coming back into your child's pose. Still aware of the sensation of the mat, the breath within. And then when you're ready, come back to your hands and knees. And we're going to take that lunge on the other side. So we can just sweep the left leg forward if you need to guide it along. It's all good. Try to find your knee over the ankle. Take a moment to just gaze down. Feel your mat. Feel your breath. And then take one hand and the other hand to your thigh. Make sure you have this nice 90-degree angle in your leg. Notice sensations. Notice the body. Then maybe big inhale, reach up. Fuller expression of the pose, maybe fuller expression of your connection to spirit. Whenever you're ready, come back down. We're going to step back with the left leg. Maybe just rock your hips a bit from side to side. Look left, look. Feeling into your edges. And then when that feels complete, we're just going to find our way into a seated position. So we're going to be slowing things down a little bit. If you'd like a little support underneath your hips, you can definitely bring that in. It can be helpful for some of these seated postures. So you can set that blanket underneath. Then we're going to come into bound angle pose. So our feet join. We can hold our ankles. We can hold our feet. We want to lengthen our spine up. Relax the shoulders. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can prop a little higher, or you can just be in regular cross-legged. You want to find ease in your body in these postures, even though we might feel a little bit of a challenge. So lengthen your spine, maybe close your eyes. As you're breathing here, can you take the inner awareness of just tracing your spine from the lowest part of your spine, sitting on your cushion, maybe a little curve in the lower back, tracing that spine up to a little reverse curve in the middle of your spine, and then following that curve back to the other curve in your neck. Breathe into your body. And then we're going to walk the feet forward a bit, taking more of a star shape. So in this shape, we can fold forward. If you have any issues with your back, you want to keep your back pretty flat. Can round a little bit if your back is feeling pretty healthy. You might bring awareness into your toes, giving them a little rub. Can we always treat our body with kindness and compassion? All of our layers, even the darker ones. So maybe you bow your head, gazing in towards your own heart. And then whenever you're ready, mindfully coming back up. You can draw the knees together. That's probably going to feel nice. I'm going to scoot off of my blanket. You might want to do the same. We're going to take our hands back behind us, the feet a little wider, and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Feeling into those outer hips. And then bringing the feet together, we're going to drop both knees towards the right. So the left hand comes on the left hip or belly. The right fingertips turn to the back of the room. So we just gaze to the back of the room. Breathe deeply into the belly. And then when you're ready, come back to center, knees rock to the left, right hand on the hip, left fingertips point to the back of the mat. Take that gaze there and breathe into the belly, the back, the ribs. And then whenever you're ready, come back to center. So from here, we're gonna settle into a more restorative pose where we hold the pose for a little bit longer, helping us really settle to just witness that deeper layer of awareness. I forgot to mention you might want to gather up some props. You probably have some around, so gather up a few pillows. And then what we're going to do is set up our pillows like so. If you had two bed pillows, you might just stack them one on top of each other. This is kind of like simulating a bolster from a yoga studio, but this works really nicely. This is going to be fine for me. So, a couple options to come into this restorative pose. If your hips are pretty happy, you can take deer legs, which means your right leg crosses in front, your left leg crosses in back, kind of like double triangles. And then you want to get close to your bolster on your right hip. And we're going to fold and turn the head to the left or the right. Glasses are a good option to remove here. So find yourself in a comfortable place. If you happen to have a blanket nearby, like me, can be extra grounding to cover yourself in restorative poses. So you might place that over your back if you happen to have it. It's not necessary. So that's your posture. If this is a little too much sensation for the hips, you can do this with the legs together. Nice to have a blanket or a pillow in between. So you could take this option here. Just a knee down twist. And we want to really melt and soften into the upper body. If you find you need more support, you just make your little tower a little higher. I'm going to take my deer legs. While you're resting here in either one of the shapes, focus on your long, slow exhalations. Lengthening our exhalations helps calm the nervous system. And in the stillness, thoughts, feelings might arise. We just witness them. Let them pass. Knowing that these thoughts, these feelings really are not our innermost being. Our innermost being, our connection to God, is always at peace. And whenever you're ready, just use your hands to slowly press you up, taking your time. And you're just going to turn your body to do your deer pose or your knee down twist on the other side. I'm going to take the twisting option with the pillow between the knees. Again, you can place that blanket around your back for extra soothing. And remember, this is a twist, a forward fold, and a hip opener. So just allow yourself to soften. Notice any areas that might feel a little tense and let them go with your exhalations. Remember, if any judging or negative thoughts come into your mind, just breathe a little deeper. Know that these thoughts really don't reflect your inner layer of calm, brightness. And whenever you're ready to come up, you can use your hands to slowly press your way up. Maybe you said to yourself, I wasn't ready. And that's okay. We're going to do a video about restorative poses, all about restorative poses a little later. So we'll delve a little deeper into that. So we can maybe keep our props exactly where they were. I'm going to do a little bit more of a heart opening restorative pose now. This is called Reclining Bound Angle. So I'm just going to lie back on my props here, and I have two other little props. You could use books or whatever you have to catch your knees. So the feet come together, the props are there to catch your knees, and you roll back with this nice support and heart opening. Let the palms roll open by the sides. And if this position doesn't feel good on your hips or low back, you can always draw the knees in, the feet out, extend the legs out, or take any other shape that serves you. Focus on the breath around your heart as you allow yourself to turn inward. Can be a scary thought sometimes to turn inward, but know that you are safe. Know that when turning inward, we speak of tapping into that place of light, your spark of the divine within you. I want you to stay in that shape a little longer, but I'd like to offer you a reading. And this is from 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18. Therefore, we do not lose heart, but though our outer man is decaying, yet our inner man is being renewed day by day. For momentary light afflictions is producing for us an eternal weight of glory, far beyond all comparison. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And from here, just allow your shape to shift just a little bit, moving into Shavasana. You might feel really comfortable propped up on these pillows, so you might want to stay there. The little pillows can go underneath your thighs to support your back. If it doesn't feel good to be propped up, you can take them out and be flat. Remember, by propping a little bit underneath the thighs, it takes and helps you relax the front of the thighs. So we want to be able to relax our bodies so we can continue to turn inward. So just take the time to set yourself up in a way that serves you. Maybe you place a blanket over your body. Another gesture of kindness. And once you settle into your shape here, I'm going to be guiding you into some different parts of the body. Sometimes having a place for the mind to go can help us settle deeper into relaxation. So I'd like you to focus your attention on the tips of your toes. Maybe you feel some tingling, maybe not. Bringing awareness to the ankles. Awareness moving up to the knees. Sending awareness, attention into the fingertips. Maybe you feel some tingling here. Maybe not. Awareness to your tailbone, the lowest part of your spine. Let it relax even more. Awareness into the lower belly. Feel your breath there. Moving up to the navel center. Awareness to the solar plexus, the very top of the ribs. As you breathe into this area, maybe you visualize a bright sun, recognizing your power center, that you are more powerful and strong than you've ever imagined. Awareness and breath into your heart, softening and opening. To the lungs. Feel the breath within the lungs. Awareness to the throat, softening the throat, the shoulders and neck. Awareness to the lips, to the very tip of the nose. Your eyes, your forehead, the very top of your skull. Perhaps you sense a light here at the very top of your head. Visualize this light streaming down into you. This light knows exactly where to go. Maybe it's to your heart, your mind, or somewhere in your body. Focus on this light, filling you from the inside out. When you're ready, if you're ready, feel free to linger here longer. Or you might be ready to bring gentle movement back into the fingers, the toes, moving the body in any way that serves you. Maybe you draw one knee and the other back in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock, and allow yourself to roll over towards your right side, just cradling your head with your arms. Once again, feel the floor, exteroception. Feel the muscles, the bones, proprioception. Feel the deep breath moving into your body, perhaps bringing a sense of wholeness. Interoception. Whenever you're ready, use your hands to gently guide you back into a seated posture. Just taking the time to acknowledge the effects of your practice. Acknowledge that you are far more than the external circumstances of your life, your body. Bring your hands in. Namaste.